Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Cheers. A couple of things. First thing, thank you. I appreciate all the comments we had from last week's video with me and Karen doing them appetizers. GooTube was funny last week. They wouldn't let me comment on any of them damn comments. And then I come home from work Tuesday, I think it was, and all my comments was gone. And then they came back Thursday, I think it was, Thursday evening. Some of them came back, and I don't know. The ones that was there, it still wouldn't let me comment, so I don't know what GooTube did. I know Larry Wolf said he lost a million views last week or something, so I don't know. GooTube is playing around with their shit. So anyways, I just want to say thank you. I tried to comment 3 or 4 days last week, and it wouldn't let me do anything, and I just said to hell with it. So, but I appreciate it. Karen does, I do, and we had fun. Second thing, I got 2 channels I want you to check out. The first one is Chris, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. It starts with an S. Chris only got 31 subscribers something. He doesn't do a video every day, so he's not going to bombard you with videos. But he does cooking, bushcrafting, blacksmithing. He goes hunting for deer and kills them and shows you all this shit. And he's a pretty neat guy, man. I like his channel, I really do. So go see Chris and tell him the Vulgar Chef sent you.
Well, how are they supposed to go see him if they don't know what to do?
You're going to put a thing down at the bottom of the video for his, or maybe in the top of the video and the bottom. I don't know. Terry will put links in there to these channels. And go check Chris out and tell him I said, hey, he does some wicked shit, man. I really like it. I love the way how he builds fires, man. He's if you're into outdoor building fires and stuff, man, this guy's right on. And then the other channel is the Angry Prepper. I don't know what to say about him. He's about as nuts as I am. Not quite, but his old lady treats him a lot like Terry does me. And his videos are real short, usually 5 minutes or less. He does prepping and stuff. And but I like his channel. I've been watching him a lot lately, so go check out Chris and the Angry Prepper. And,
Prepper, not pepper.
Prepper. Angry Prepper. You'll have it right in the links.
He said pepper.
Just tell him the Vulgar Chef sent you. So with that, got all that out of the way. Tonight we're going to do something I never did before. I'm going to make homemade enchilada sauce. I never did this before in my life. And who knows. And right here I got some... forgive me, I speak Hoosier, I don't speak Mexican. These are guajillo peppers. Baloney Boy would probably call them Godzilla peppers, but it's guajillo, I think. And all I did with these, I just took I rinsed them, dried them off, and then I cut the stems off. And back behind me I got a pot of water. Right now it's not water, it's pig stock. I took almost 4 pounds of bone-in loin pork chops today. And I put them in this pot of water. Chipotle black pepper, cumin, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and chili powder. And I boiled this pig for a couple of hours. And I brought it out, took it off the bone. I reserved the liquid so I could do these peppers in it instead of just using plain water. Let me see what I got here. It's almost to the boil, not quite. But when this this stock comes to a complete boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those peppers and I'm going to drop them in here. I'll turn the fire off and I'll let them set for about 10 minutes. So you don't need to watch that. It's almost to a boil. Like I say, all I'm going to do is just drop the peppers in there, make sure they're submerged, and we'll be back. Okay, pork stock's boiling, and I didn't take these seeds out. We're going to strain all this later. So we're just going to drop these peppers in there. Make sure they're all covered. Turn the fire off. And we're just going to let these sit for about 10 minutes. And we'll be back then. Okay, I got my peppers done here. And I'm going to start with the garlic. Put 3 cloves of garlic in there. And then put these peppers in there. Like I said, we got to strain all this, so we'll get rid of all them seeds. I have never done this, so it's just, I've watched a dozen recipes and I'm just taking a little from all of them and coming up with my own ideas. That's normally how I do stuff. Got all the peppers out there. I got some onions that I chopped up. I'm going to throw a handful of chopped onions in there. Drop one on the floor. And I got one thing in here I need to get out. My dried cilantro. I'll put some of that in there.
Don't you put fresh?
I'll use it fresh later. Put some dried cilantro in there. Some cumin. And the amounts vary. You use what you want. I probably got a couple of teaspoons in there. And put a little Mexican chili powder in there. That'd be enough.
Is that almost empty?
No. No. And a little bit of oregano. All these spices I'm using now, I used on the pig earlier when I boiled it. So, and then I'm going to need some of this broth. Pig stock. That's what this is, pig stock. I'll put 1, 2, I don't know how much this is. 3 ladles. We'll go 1 more, just for good measure. That's probably a cup and a half. And then I've got to figure out, turn this on high. Off. On. Pulse. Come on. That damn thing don't want to work. Pulse. Damn it. Pulse. What? I did that. Oh, smart ass. I ain't good with equipment, folks. Good enough. Turn off. Show them what we're looking at, Terry. Now what I'm going to do now is get this thing off of here.
Don't unscrew out the top. Don't unscrew that top.
Terry's going to show me how to operate this.
There you
There
go.
we go. Pick it up.
Dumbass.
Put this in the strainer. And I'll get a spoon and I'll shove all it down through there. And then we'll be back in a minute and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so I've been standing here for a couple of minutes just doing this. Spreading down the sides and the bottom. Getting all the liquid out of here as I can. And we've pretty much got a paste now. So I'm going to come back, put this back in the blender. Get up there. And we add some more liquid. If you look over here, here's my sauce right now, what it looks like. So that's how much I got. So, and we're going to cook this for a few minutes. So let me get one more dipper of pig broth in there. Back to blend and repeat the process. So you see it the first time, you don't need to see it the second time. We'll be back. Alright, so that's what we ended up with. Now I'm going to turn the fire on. Let this cook for a while. We're going to reduce this down a little bit. And I'm not going to taste it just yet. I am going to add some crushed tomatoes to this later. But I'm gonna let this cook, reduce down probably about a fourth to a third, something like that. It's gonna take a little bit. So we'll let that come to temperature, and then I'll turn it down and just let it simmer for a while, reduce down, and then we'll be back. Okay, so that's what we got. It's reduced down on me quite a bit, and I did taste it. I haven't added any salt to this at all, so I know it needs salt. And I think it needs a touch more oregano. So we'll start off with some salt. I'll put about 1 1/3 spoons in there. And I'll get probably 3 kitchen spoons of tomatoes. And then we'll let this cook down some more. Put a little more oregano in there. And just for the hell of it, I'll throw some dried cilantro in there.
I need the pepper, black pepper.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put some pepper in there. Dried cilantro in there. And some chipotle black pepper.
Not hot black pepper, just black pepper.
Oh my God. Alright. Black pepper going in. Say when. Terry says when. So, we'll give this a stir. And we'll let this cook down for another 15 minutes or so. But that's what it's looking like. Let's see, it's thickening up on us. Add them tomatoes in there. That'll give it some sweetness. We're on our way to some chili Colorado enchiladas. That's what I'm going to call them. But if you look at the color of the sauce, man, it looks a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see it in this light or not, but beautiful color. Smells good. So, we'll let this cook for a few minutes and then we'll be back. Okay, so I've had this simmering for about 20 minutes now, and it's reduced down as far as I want to take it. So I'm going to turn the fire off. You see what I got there. Looks nice. So we're going to turn it off, and I'm going to let this sit long enough to cool where I can work with it when I make my enchiladas. I'll put them together. I'm going to get some other stuff prepped up. And we'll be back in a minute, and I'll show you what we do next. Be back in a few. Okay, so that's what I ended up with. Boy, it sure does look good. Smells good. It's a little warm, but we'll live with it. We'll put some of this down in here. And we'll get us a tortilla, and we'll build us an enchilada. Put that in there. Oven's hot. Here's the pig that I cooked earlier. We just put some pig in there until you think you got enough. Put some onions in there because we like onions here. And this is a 4-cut or a 4-cheese Mexican blend cheese here.
What are you going to do with this?
Put that on top. And then we just got to roll this up. Just like so. So, let me get the rest of these done and we'll be back. Okay, I got my enchiladas rolled up. I had a little bit of cheese left over, so I'm just going to sprinkle this over the top of them. Just for the hell of it.
Keep a little.
Huh?
Keep a little in there.
And then we're going to top it with this enchilada sauce. Well, this stuff sure does look good. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. And I probably had just almost about enough what I needed. Now I'm going to come back with this Monterey Jack here and cover the top of this. I got my oven hot. It's at 375. I'm going to throw this in the oven probably 20 minutes. And then while that's doing that, I'll cut me up some cilantro and we should be ready to eat. So, there you go. Chili Colorado enchiladas. Enchiladas. I can't speak Spanish, sorry.
You can't speak at all today.
I speak Hoosier, that's all I speak. So, there you go. We're going in the oven, 375, 20 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, we'll take these out of the oven now. They've actually been in the oven 30 minutes. So that's what we look like. So, I'm going to put some cilantro on here. And I didn't chop this up, I just took the stems off of it and left the leaves on there. And then we'll let this sit for about 10 minutes and then we'll eat. Make us a plate and then we'll eat, I guess. We'll make a plate, give you a taste test, and let you know what we think. I know it looks good, it smells good. So, there you go. We'll be back in a few. Okay, that's what I ended up with. And for lack of a better word, I'm calling them Chili Colorado pork enchiladas. Terry done ate half of hers. What do you think, Terry?
It was good.
Never done this before, man. You seen it here first. So, we'll give it a taste. I know mine's still hotter than hell, I know, because I ain't cut mine up. I'll let it cool or nothing. So, yeah, if I can get it cut up. Come on, Keith. Right off the bat, I get that fresh cilantro from there. You know, this is a little more work than opening up a can of enchilada sauce. But I'll tell you what, it's a whole hell of a lot better. I'd definitely do this again. I won't buy no more cans of that stuff. This is good. All these flavors come together. It's not spicy, it's not hot. The cilantro at the end, the fresh cilantro, that just tops everything off. Gives it a fresh flavor. Yeah, I'm glad I did this today. I'll do this again. This is good. Y'all need to try this. And again, thanks for the comments last week with mine and Karen's video. I'm sorry I couldn't comment. YouTube just played fuck around with me. Y'all go see Chris S. And Chris, sorry buddy, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. Angry Pepper, go check him out.
It's not pepper.
Prepper, Angry Pepper.
It sounds
Pepper,
like it
Prepper,
sounds like
Prepper.
you're saying pepper.
Prepper, like he prepares for shit hitting the fan situations. But he's funny. I like his shit. I like it. I like what Chris does. I mean, he's He's an outdoorsman like kind of guy. And
All right.
so we're gonna go eat. Y'all go check them guys out. Tell them I sent you. And hey, have a good one.